Okay, we're here with Kim and Rob from Dead Letter Circus on Press Record Online. Firstly, boys, you're recording a film clip tonight, and it's for a very old song. Why are you making a film clip for Disconnect and Apply? Like, so long after it's been released.
It's not very good at this whole music industry thing.
Yeah.
No, we're going to the UK to do some shows, and it makes sense to release the EP there first because you start there from nothing, and that's kind of the way you do it in different countries, I guess. No one there knows anything about us, so as far as they're concerned, we're just a new band. And if you drop the EP first, then you can let it grow, and then later on the album, and might one day catch up. But might as well be a different planet over there, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's your reason, just catch them up on what Dead Letter Circus has been doing for the last 5 years, pretty much.
Just
making a start.
Yeah.
So it still feels relevant, the EP.
Yeah, we don't feel like it's dated or something. Like we didn't record it in 2000, so like a new metal EP or something. We still love the songs, and if we were over the songs and we felt like we'd moved way beyond that, we probably wouldn't do it. But no, we kind of look at all our songs and we're pretty happy with all of them. So.
Well, I know with this film clip, you've done a call out to fans to come along. What is it? Just you guys playing a show and recording it, or what's happening?
No, we're doing the song, over and over again at varying speeds. You do like double speed, half speed, and it's just like I guess it'll be like a really long, repetitious kaleidoscope version of a show with the same song.
So all the fans going, "We'll hate that song, buddy."
Pretty much. Well, I mean, it's been out for 3 years, so they don't hate it by now, and then they'll be alright, I think.
We're actually going to gas them and butcher them at the end. It's just a full sacrificial kind of clip. That's a twist.
Like, you guys said that you're heading over to the UK soon. I know you recently went to the US and you played a couple of exclusive record company shows, and apparently one of them you had P. Diddy in the crowd. What was that like?
It was it was pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Was he impressed? That's what
we didn't talk to him. He had an entourage of people around him, but he looked he's quite a little guy.
Yeah.
And I know we've told the story a few times. Basically, every day that we were driving, they were there for like 5 days. We drove past this. In America, they've got advertising, which is the whole side of like a 10-story building. It's like one massive picture. And every day we drove past this massive P. Diddy because he had his cologne coming out, and so it was, every day we're like, "Whoa, that's a big Diddy." And then on the actual, when we saw him, because we're quite tall, it was like, "Whoa, that's a little Diddy."
Nice. So it was just, kind of underwhelming.
Oh, was it Donnie Wahlberg?
Donnie Wahlberg was with him as well, the new kid on the block.
Nice.
Himself, yeah.
Yeah, and I reckon I saw 50 Cent outside, but no one believes me. He had a funny on.
You say that everywhere. You said you saw him outside here this morning.
Yeah, I think I've had someone say, "Oh yeah, I went to the family last night. 50 Cent was there." I'm just like, yeah, sure he was. Well, you guys are just about to go on another tour, and I know with this one, you were saying before that you had to downgrade your venue in Brisbane from the Activity to the Zoo. Like, do you find it a little bit disheartening going from playing big venues like the Hi-Fi and then going back to playing like a capacity of 500?
Well, no, because the Zoo's like an awesome venue. It's it's probably the most legendary rock venue in Brisbane, and it's big enough to have a great show and everything. And it sounds really good there most of the time. So no, it would be great. It's just a different twist. People can come and see us in a smaller venue, and
maybe get to 2 shows instead of 1.
Yeah. So it's okay. We're not upset about it. We were looking forward to playing the Tivoli, but there's always room for that later.
Yeah. Well, your careers have kind of only just taken off. Like, I have to say, congratulations. This is the Warning got number 2 in the R's. Were you like pissed off it just missed the #1 spot?
No, because I'm a big Justin Bieber fan. I bought like 10 of his albums that week. I probably should have bought ours. She's awesome. He's awesome.
I remember talking to them from the Butterfly Effect a few years ago, and they just released the Mango, and it just got to #2 and didn't quite make it to #1. He was a little bit pissed, but.
Oh, it was amazing. We didn't even think we'd get top 10 because we didn't have a big presence out there. Like Imago was their second album.
Yeah.
This is our first album. If you look at our exposure, like the tours that we do aren't that big because we're not that exposed yet. So pretty much I think every person that liked us went out and supported us. It was fucking amazing.
I might have thought it was rigged if we got #1.
Yeah.
Would have been a bit sus.
No, 2's as good as 1 for us. That's amazing. Yeah, it just shows that people have been so supportive, and you know we like to think we have a really good relationship with people that like us, and for them to all go out and buy it.
Yeah.
It's just
amazing. So grateful.
Rob's parents' house and my parents' house is just this massive stack of CDs.
They just quickly hide it underneath the bed in case the Aria people come around, you know?
Yeah.
Well, on This Is The Warning, I noticed you repeated a couple of the songs of a previous EP. Is there a reason for that? Just didn't have enough songs for the album, or you really liked them?
Yeah, well, the way we saw it, like, those songs like Next in Line and Reaction, those were songs that always were meant for the album. Except our album just didn't come together as quickly as we wanted it to. Yeah. We went touring, we kept coming back home, and by the end we went, these are songs that were still written around the same time. There's like One Step was written pretty much around the same time.
Yeah.
Those Big. So we just thought, all right, what we'll do is we'll make sure on top of those 2 songs there's a whole album's worth of new songs. So if you don't want to listen to those, you could skip those songs, and it'd still be a full album worth there. And the reason why we did that was because it's we're about to expose ourselves to a lot more people. Not literally expose ourselves, but so we didn't want Reaction and Next in Line to be our old stuff, because it's like it's the same realm of writing, and it's part of the same story and feel, and also other territories, you know, around the world, the countries. We don't want to have like a Australian version and a US version. And it's just that was the best.
And we also made transition. We started as an independent band, and then we signed to a major label halfway through. Yeah. And so if we had heaps of cash back then, we would have done everything a lot sooner. But we're just struggling the long, hard path. That's why it took so long. And it's the time thing, I think. Yeah.
Well, you said you signed to a major label. Going from being independent to, you know, following the game of the industry under a label, do you find it's like selling your soul at all?
Well, it all comes down.
Or it's just something a band has to do.
No, like when we were very hesitant to do it at the start, but I don't know. My personal opinion of what a record label would be like is some, you know, fat old bald guy in a suit, just telling us, you know, have people coming in writing songs. It's not like that at all. Like the guys who we do with are just a bunch of, you know, young guys just going for it, and we're all on the same page. Like we don't have to do anything we don't want to do, you know.
Like they like with the album, we signed with them before we started recording the album, and they didn't say a single thing about changing anything. And that was just them keeping their word, because when we signed with them, it was all about, you know, we want to do this organically and naturally. And even they were saying, hey, don't even worry about this album, guys. Like we're thinking like, you know, long-term kind of things. So we went, all right, cool. These people seem to be genuinely interested in having a real organic approach to growing the band. And other bands that they've done, other artists we really liked, where they sort of sat in the scene. They weren't those bands that like did every cheesy opportunity. It was more kind of they understand that it's about balance and credibility and integrity, and that's the things we like to stick to. And
it's good, and it's just like and they just help you advertise it, really.
Yeah, they just
help you spread the word,
get out there more. That's right. Yeah.